Welcome to Beyond the Dark, where we plunge headfirst into the realms of the unexplained, the mysterious, and the extraordinary. I'm your host, Jay Rockwell, and together we'll navigate the shadowy corridors of ufology, explore the world of cryptids, and venture into the cosmic unknown. From extraterrestrial encounters to the secrets of the paranormal, we leave no stone unturned. Join me as we embark on a journey that transcends the boundaries of reality.
Oh, yeah. We are back yet again. We are here with episode 11. Welcome to Beyond the Dark. I'm your host, Jay Rockwell. Last week, we came back. It had been a 4-month hiatus since my son was born, and pretty much my excuse for not doing the show. But I am back. Last week, we discussed Skinwalker Ranch, and I feel like I barely scratched the surface on that. And I made a little side note that I need to do a deeper dive on it, and that's pretty much what's going to happen with tonight's topic. I feel like I barely scratched the surface, and I need to do more research, get more stories, more encounters, so that I can present it better. I know it's a weird way to open up the show, but just letting you guys know, tonight's topic is going to be the Rendlesham Forest Incident that happened over in the UK. And if I'm being completely honest, I didn't know diddly squat about this topic. So it definitely captured my interest and makes me want to dive in deeper. Beginning next week with next week's Beyond the Dark show. I'm not going to hit you guys with a different format, but let's just say it's going to be I don't know. I'm gonna try to attack these topics, maybe from a different angle or just go deeper into them. I feel like I kind of touched the surface on a lot of them, and then we're done. And I don't know. It's weird to leave myself wanting more. Like it's me. I'm the one hosting the show, and then I go to listen to it, and I'm like, wait a second. I need more. Like, you can't leave me like that. It's just so, like, basic. But, again, thank you for everyone who came out last week. We had a great turnout, broke records. I think there was 30-something people at one time at the premiere. Never seen those kind of numbers for a BTD show. That's a drop in a bucket for my AB streams. But for a BTD show premiere, wow. You guys continue to impress me. I think we're sitting at almost 1,000 views 1 week later. Like I know it doesn't sound big at all, but I mean for a BTD show, that's pretty damn good considering I believe the first episode is still sitting at about 550. So thank you guys for all the support, all the continued support. We're continuing this uncut, raw, unfiltered version of BTD. We're keeping the 3 news bits. We're rolling right into the topic. And I know that for 11 episodes I've been talking about this damn phone line, but I swear it is going to happen soon. I'm going to test it. I'm going to test record with someone, see how it sounds, and then we're going to let it rip. I think that it's going to add some good flavor to the show. Even if we get some hecklers, I think it'll add some flavor to the food. So, hey, it is April 1st, not an April Fool's Day joke. BTD is really here, and I hope everyone had a fantastic Easter holiday if you celebrate. I know I did. Got to take the little one to go see some family. We went to PA to go see some family, aunts, and some paps, as I call him, and he is Lincoln's great pap. We got some good photos. He turned 97, so shout outs to Pap. Happy birthday. And then yesterday for Easter, went to the mother in law's, hung out with the brother in law, sister in law. A lot of good things. A lot of good things with the family. I hope you enjoyed your time with your family. And without further ado, let's get to the news.
You are listening to Beyond the Dark with Jay Rockwell. And here's what's in the news.
Ready for a little journey into the microscopic world with the twist of sci-fi? Well, picture this. Tardigrades, those teeny tiny water bears that could survive just about anything. Extreme cold, unbearable heat, even the vacuum of space. Yeah, those little creatures have a secret, and scientists are on the brink of cracking it. Researchers from the University of Wyoming have been diving deep into the world of tardigrades, trying to figure out how these little guys can just pause life itself and bounce back as if nothing happened. They focused on a special protein, CAHSD, which tardigrades use to turn themselves into a protective gel when times get tough. By borrowing this tardigrade trick and applying it to human cells, the scientists made a groundbreaking discovery. When human cells were equipped with this tardigrade protein, they too could enter a sort of suspended animation, becoming super resistant to stress. Imagine the possibilities here. This could be a game changer for medical science, slowing down aging, improving how we preserve organs for transplants, and even stabilizing blood products for treatments. This isn't just about surviving in outer space, it's about bringing the extraordinary resilience of tardigrades into our world, offering a peek into future medical breakthroughs that once seemed like pure fantasy. Stay tuned, because the journey from the microscopic to the macroscopic, from tardigrades in space to groundbreaking treatments on Earth, is just beginning. And who knows, maybe one day, thanks to these tiny survivors, we'll unlock the secrets to our own resilience and longevity. There's a lot more to come on this front, folks, so keep your ears open for updates on how these tiny creatures might inspire big changes in our lives. Attention music lovers and curious minds tuning in. Tonight, we're diving into an intriguing piece of news that strikes a chord with the age-old debate. Are our abilities etched in our DNA, or can we transcend the notes of our genetic makeup? Picture this. Ludwig van Beethoven, a name that resonates with musical genius, recently had his DNA put under a microscope. And guess what? The findings are playing a fascinating tune that suggests genius might just be within all of us. That's right. Researchers from around the globe took a peek into Beethoven's genetic blueprint and found something unexpected. Despite his monumental contributions to music, Beethoven's DNA showed a surprisingly low predisposition for beat synchronization. That's right, the very ability to tap along with a beat didn't stand out in his genetic code. This revelation is like finding out a renowned chef has a genetic indifference to the taste of spices. It's surprising and a bit mind-boggling. This study, brought to life by the Max Planck Institute of Empirical Aesthetics in Germany, isn't just about debunking myths around genetic destiny. It's a melody highlighting the complexity of human talent and creativity. It serves as a reminder that the essence of music, and perhaps any form of greatness, is a symphony even, of factors beyond our DNA. Extracting DNA from strands of Beethoven's hair, the researchers conducted a symphony of science, giving us a polygenic score. This score is like a genetic crystal ball, predicting traits or behaviors. Yet, Beethoven's musicality, his rhythm, his flair for compositions that stir the soul, wasn't predicted by his DNA. It's a testament to the idea that our potentials aren't pre-written in our genetic scores. So, what's the takeaway from this harmonious blend of science and music? First off, Skepticism is healthy when it comes to the genetic tests claiming to predict talents, including musical genius. These analyses are great for understanding broad patterns in populations, but individual destiny? That's a whole different composition. Moreover, this dive into Beethoven's genetic orchestra brings to light other fascinating aspects, like a predisposition to liver disease, showing how genetics can influence our health in significant ways. Yet, when it comes to talents, abilities, and what we can achieve, the environment, our experiences, and perhaps a dash of mystery play undeniable roles. And for those of you pondering over whether to continue those piano lessons, or any pursuit of passion really, let Beethoven's story be a note of inspiration. It's not just about the genes, it's about the journey, the learning, the passion. Who knows? The next great musical genius, or genius in any field, could be listening right now, ready to compose their own masterpiece beyond the boundaries of DNA. So, let's keep exploring, learning, and creating, because the story of Beethoven's DNA is more than just science. It's a melody of human potential, a narrative that each of us continues to write every day. Keep tuning in for more stories that resonate with the curious and the creative in all of us. Hey there, cosmic explorers and chill seekers. Gather around the radio for a tale that's truly out of this world in our last news bit. Imagine, if you will, a tiny grain of dust, no bigger than a speck, that embarked on an interstellar journey to land right here on Earth, specifically in the icy expanse of Antarctica. This isn't just any dust. It's a memento from an ancient star that met its explosive end before our solar system was even a twinkle in the universe's eye. Our story begins with a mineral known as olivine, found within a meteorite that took a dive into Antarctic snow. Now, olivine might sound familiar. It's found both on Earth and beyond. But this particular olivine carries within it an extraordinary secret. An isotope composition so unique, it's clear it was born in a stellar explosion unlike any we know within our solar system. These pre-solar grains, as they're called, are like messages in a bottle from the cosmos, telling tales of distant stars and the potential worlds around them. But here's the twist. These pre-solar grains are notoriously elusive, hiding within meteorite rock and measuring just a fraction of the width of a human hair. Enter Nicole Neville, an astrogeologist who, along with her team, took up the challenge of uncovering these hidden cosmic messages using a high-tech method known as atom probe tomography. And what they found was nothing short of record-breaking. The olivine grain they analyzed boasted a magnesium isotopic ratio soaring to heights never before seen, over 3 times the previous record, signaling its origins in a newly discovered type of supernova, a hydrogen-burning star that went supernova. This revelation not only pushes the boundaries of our understanding, but also highlights the atom probe as a revolutionary tool in decoding the mysteries of the universe. This tiny speck of dust, found in the Allan Hills 77307 meteorite, is more than just a piece of space debris. It's a carbonaceous chondrite, a relic from the dawn of the solar system, offering a rare glimpse into the violent events that precede our existence. Its journey from a distant supernova to a meteorite in Antarctica underscores the interconnectedness of the cosmos and our place within it. So, as we sit back and let the universe's grandeur wash over us, let's appreciate the ingenuity of scientists like Neville and her team. Their work peels back the layers of space and time, offering us a glimpse into the cosmic events that shape our universe. It's a reminder that, in the vast expanse of space, we're not just spectators, but part of a larger, ever-unfolding story. Isn't that something to marvel at? Stay tuned right here on Beyond the Dark for more tales from the edges of the universe and beyond. That concludes our news bits for April 1st, 2024. I'm your host, Jay Rockwell, and you are listening to Beyond the Dark. We're going to go ahead and take our music break, folks. Please, if you need any royalty-free music or sound bits, head on over to mixkit.co. Shoutouts to mixkit.co, who provide all the music and sounds that you hear right here on Beyond the Dark. Are you looking at getting your music featured? Do you want to get your stuff out there for free? Hit your boy up, Beyond the Dark Radio at Outlook.com. That's Beyond the Dark Radio at Outlook.com. See you in a minute.
Welcome back to Beyond the Dark with Jay Rockwell.
Welcome back to Beyond the Dark, the place where the veil between the known and the unknown thins, and the mysteries of the cosmos come to play. Tonight, we're delving deep into the heart of one of the most intriguing and enduring UFO mysteries of our time. Nestled in the serene and shadowy woods of Suffolk, England, lies the setting of an event that has perplexed and fascinated us for decades. So, kick back, let the twilight embrace you, and join us as we journey into the enigma of the Rendlesham Forest Incident. In the closing days of 1980, as the world stood on the brink of a new year, brimming with hope and uncertainty, the quiet expanse of Rendlesham Forest became the stage for an event that would challenge our understanding of what lies beyond our terrestrial boundaries. This was not a tale born from the pages of science fiction, but a series of events that unfolded in the reality of those who witnessed it, leaving an indelible mark on their lives and on the annals of UFO encounters. Rendlesham Forest, a sprawling, dense woodland, lies tranquilly between the twin bases, of RAF Bentwaters and RAF Woodbridge. These were no ordinary military installations. They were pivotal outposts of the United States Air Force in Europe, guardians of the western frontier during the tense years of the Cold War. The significance of these bases cannot be overstated, for they were the eyes and ears of the NATO alliance, ever vigilant against the threat of Soviet aggression. It is here, in this juxtaposition of natural beauty and military readiness, that the Rendlesham Forest Incident would unfold. The forest itself, a blend of coniferous and deciduous trees, shrouded in the mists of England's eastern coast, was about to become the backdrop for a series of events that remain unparalleled in the history of UFO encounters. The tranquility of the forest, usually home to the sounds of wildlife and the rustle of leaves, was about to be shattered by the unknown. The weeks leading up to the incident were like any other in the cold winter of England. The bases were abuzz with the activities of servicemen and women, many of whom were far from home serving their country in a foreign land. The holiday season brought a semblance of cheer to the otherwise routine military life, with decorations adorning the mess halls and familiar carols filling the air. But beneath the festive atmosphere, the tension of the Cold War era was ever present. Radar screens watched ceaselessly for any sign of intrusion into NATO airspace, and pilots stood ready to scramble at a moment's notice. It was against this backdrop of military vigilance and the quiet solitude of the surrounding forest that the extraordinary events of late December 1980 would unfold. As the clock ticked towards the unknown, those stationed at RAF Bentwaters and RAF Woodbridge could not have anticipated that their names would soon be etched into the lore of UFO encounters. The Rendlesham Forest was about to reveal secrets that would challenge the very notion of what it means to be alone in the universe. The incident began in the early hours after Christmas, a time when the world was at its quietest, when the veil between the known and the unknown seemed thinnest. It was in these quiet hours that the lights were first seen, descending into the depths of Rendlesham Forest, beckoning the curious and the brave to venture into the unknown. What followed would become a cornerstone of UFO lore, a case studied, debated, and wondered about by generations to come. The Rendlesham Forest Incident was not just an isolated series of events, it was a confluence of mystery, military precision, and the indomitable human spirit of inquiry. As we journey deeper into the heart of this mystery, remember, listeners, that the universe is vast, filled with wonders and mysteries awaiting those brave enough to seek them out. So stay tuned as we explore the encounters that have made the Rendlesham Forest Incident a beacon for those seeking to understand the unexplained. As we dive into the heart of the Rendlesham Forest Incident, we find ourselves navigating a labyrinth of light, mystery, and intrigue. This is not merely a story of UFOs, it's a tale of courage, curiosity, and the unyielding human quest for truth. Tonight, on Beyond the Dark, we peel back the layers of these extraordinary encounters that have captivated the minds of many. The saga began in the waning hours of December 25th, as Christmas night gave way to the early mists of December 26th, 1980. It was a night like any other in the cold expanse of Suffolk, England, until the tranquility of the night was shattered by the descent of unknown lights into the dense foliage of Rendlesham Forest. What was thought to be a downed aircraft turned into a rendezvous with the unknown, as servicemen from RAF Woodbridge ventured into the forest to investigate. Leading this expedition was a group of military personnel who, equipped with nothing but their flashlights and a sense of duty, found themselves face to face with an enigma. The craft they encountered was unlike anything known to man, triangular in shape, with a hull that glowed with a metallic sheen, illuminated by the lights that had led them on this journey. This was no aircraft from any known inventory. This was something else. Staff Sergeant Jim Peniston, among the first to arrive at the scene, described the craft in meticulous detail. It rested on the forest floor, eerily silent, with symbols etched onto its surface that resembled no known language or hieroglyphics. The air around it vibrated with an unseen energy, as if the craft itself was alive. Peniston, driven by a blend of awe and duty, reached out to touch the craft, feeling the warmth of its hull beneath his fingertips. In that moment, the boundaries between the known and the unknown blurred, as he stood in the presence of technology far beyond human understanding. The forest reclaimed its silence in the aftermath of the initial encounter, but the mystery was far from over. 2 nights later, the phenomenon returned, compelling Lieutenant Colonel Charles Holt, Deputy Base Commander, to lead a team into the darkness. Armed with radiation detectors and a sense of resolve, they ventured into the night, guided by the same enigmatic lights that had bewildered their comrades. What they witnessed was a spectacle unlike any other. A light, red like a glowing ember, maneuvering through the trees with an intelligence and purpose that defied natural explanation. This was not the passive observation of a distant star or the fleeting wish upon a shooting star. This was an encounter, a dialogue of light between Earth and the unknown. The climax of these events unfolded as Holt and his team observed a beam of light, not from the heavens, but from the UFO itself, descending into the forest clearing. This was no random display of power, it was a deliberate act, a beam of light that touched the ground mere feet from the men. In this moment, a connection was forged, a silent communication between the observers and the observed. The beam of light, precise and controlled, was a message, an undeniable sign that they were not alone. As we reflect on these encounters in the Rendlesham Forest, we're left with more questions than answers, right? The craft, the lights, the beams. Each element of the story adds layers to the mystery, challenging our understanding of what is possible. These events, documented by the very individuals trained to discern truth from fiction, stand as a testament to the unexplained. The Rendlesham Forest Incident is not merely a tale of lights in the sky, it is a narrative of human encounter with the unknown. It reminds us that in the vastness of the universe, there are phenomena that transcend our understanding, inviting us to explore, to question, and to wonder. Stay with us, listeners, as we continue our journey beyond the dark, seeking the light of understanding in the shadowy realms of the unexplained. In the heart of the Rendlesham Forest Incident, amidst the lights and enigmas, stand the individuals whose lives were forever altered by what they encountered. These are not mere observers, they are participants in an event that challenges our understanding of the world. Tonight, we dive into the personal stories, the eyewitness accounts that bring a human perspective to the extraordinary events of December 1980. Staff Sergeant Jim Peniston stands out for his direct interaction with the unknown craft. His account goes beyond mere observation. It's a tactile engagement with the inexplicable. Peniston described the craft's surface as smooth, metallic, and inscribed with symbols that evoked an otherworldly sense of design. The moment he placed his hand on the craft, feeling its warmth and vibrating energy, marked a profound personal encounter with technology beyond our comprehension. The aftermath of this contact was just as bewildering. Peniston reported experiencing a quote-unquote download of binary code, a barrage of numbers that flooded his consciousness, suggesting a form of communication from the craft or its occupants. This encounter wasn't just visual, it was informational, a transfer of knowledge that defies easy explanation. The implications of this interaction have fueled speculation and study, suggesting that the incident was not just a visitation, but a deliberate attempt at communication. John Burroughs' experience in Rendlesham Forest adds another layer to the incident's complexity. Accompanying Peniston, Burroughs encountered not just the lights and the craft, but also the enigmatic effects on time and memory. His account speaks to the physical and psychological impact of the encounter, experiencing time distortions and a loss of memory that suggests the incident transcended mere physical phenomena. Burroughs' health issues in the years following the incident, which he attributes to his close encounter, highlight the tangible, lasting effects of the event. His battle for recognition and treatment from the U.S. government underscores the struggle for acknowledgement and understanding faced by those who have directly encountered the unexplained. Lieutenant Colonel Charles Halt's role in the Rendlesham Forest Incident brings a critical perspective to the narrative. As the deputy base commander, Halt's involvement lends credibility and authority to the accounts of the events. His recorded observations on the night of the second encounter provide a real-time narrative of the unfolding mystery, documenting the UFO's movements and the team's reactions. Holt's later criticisms of the government's handling of the incident and his calls for transparency and further investigation reflect a quest for truth that goes beyond personal experience. His commitment to shedding light on the events of the Rendlesham Forest speaks to a broader desire for understanding and recognition of the unknown. The Rendlesham Forest Incident, through the eyes of Penniston, Burroughs, and Holt, reveals the deeply personal and profound impact of encounters with the unknown. These are not isolated stories. They are interconnected narratives that weave a complex tapestry of mystery, experience, and quest for understanding. These eyewitness accounts remind us that behind every unexplained phenomenon lies a human story, a personal journey into the unknown. The Rendlesham Forest Incident, with its lights, craft, and mysterious symbols, is more than a UFO sighting. It's a catalyst for exploration, a challenge to our perceptions, and a reminder of the uncharted territories that lie beyond the boundaries of our understanding. As we continue our journey beyond the dark, let us remember the individuals who have dared to share their stories, inviting us to ponder the great mysteries that surround us and encouraging us to keep seeking answers in the shadows of the unknown. In the wake of the extraordinary events that unfolded in the dense, mist-shrouded woods of the Rendlesham Forest, the world was left grappling with a narrative as intriguing as it was confounding. This wasn't just another tale whispered in the annals of UFO lore. It was a series of encounters that challenged not only the military's understanding of security and surveillance, but also our collective grasp of reality and the vast unexplored cosmos. On tonight's episode of Beyond the Dark, we're diving into the aftermath of the Rendlesham Forest Incident, exploring the reverberations that have echoed through the corridors of power, the halls of ufology, and the minds of those who seek the truth. In the immediate aftermath, the Rendlesham Forest Incident sparked a flurry of activity behind the closed doors of military and governmental institutions. Official reports were drawn up and investigations launched, with the UK's Ministry of Defence and the United States Air Force at the center of the storm. Yet, the official stance, that the incident posed no threat to national security, did little to quell the growing tide of questions from both within the military and the public at large. As declassified documents and witness testimonies have slowly emerged, they've painted a picture of an event that was far from ordinary. Radiation levels reportedly were higher than the norm at the landing sites, and indentations in the ground suggested something had indeed rested there. However, despite these tantalizing pieces of evidence, the official narrative remained frustratingly non-committal, leaving more questions than answers. The Rendlesham Forest Incident has become a touchstone for the divide between skeptics and believers in the UFO community. Skeptics point to the lack of physical evidence and the plausible explanations that have been proposed over the years, from the beam of the Orford Ness lighthouse misidentified in the night to psychological phenomena induced by the high-stress environment of a military base during the Cold War. Conversely, believers in the extraterrestrial explanation draw attention to the credibility of the witnesses, highly trained military personnel, and the detailed accounts of their encounters. The complexity of the craft described, the apparent intelligence behind the maneuvers of the lights, and the lasting physical and psychological effects on those involved stand as compelling arguments against terrestrial explanations. For the ufology community, the Rendlesham Forest Incident is a beacon, illuminating the potential for human interaction with non-human intelligence. It has inspired countless investigations, books, documentaries, and debates, each delving into different facets of the incident. The story of the Rendlesham has become a case study in how UFO sightings are reported, investigated, and documented, highlighting the challenges of piercing the veil of secrecy that often surrounds such events. Beyond the public fascination and the debates within the ufological community, the personal impact on those who witnessed the events firsthand cannot be overstated. For some, The incident has been a source of ongoing trauma and confusion, a chapter in their lives that has left them with more questions than closure. For others, it has been a catalyst for change, prompting them to speak out, to challenge official narratives, and to seek solidarity with those who have had similar experiences. The Rendlesham Forest Incident, with its complex tapestry of lights, craft, and mysterious symbols, remains an enigma wrapped in the dense foliage of a Suffolk forest. Its aftermath is a testament to the enduring human fascination with the unknown, a reminder of the vastness of the universe and the potential for encounters that defy our current understanding. As we conclude tonight's journey beyond the dark, we are reminded that the quest for truth is not a solitary path but a shared journey. The echoes of Rendlesham reverberate through time, a call to keep seeking, questioning, and wondering about the mysteries that lie just beyond our reach. As the embers of our journey through the events of the Rendlesham Forest Incident begin to glow with the promise of understanding, we find ourselves at a crossroads of perception and reality. Here, on Beyond the Dark, we venture not just into the heart of an enigma, but into the essence of our quest for knowledge in the face of the unknown. Tonight, we reflect on the Rendlesham Forest Incident, an event that transcends the boundaries of ordinary experience and challenges us to question the very fabric of our understanding. The Rendlesham Forest Incident represents not just an encounter with an unidentified phenomenon, but a moment of convergence between two realms. For those who stood in the shadow of the unknown craft, touched its alien surface, and witnessed its inexplicable behaviors, Rendlesham was a nexus, a point at which the ordinary flow of human experience intersected with the extraordinary. This intersection invites us to ponder the nature of our reality. If, as the evidence suggests, we are not alone in this universe, then what does that mean for our understanding of ourselves and our place in the cosmos? The Rendlesham Forest Incident, with its complex interplay of light, sound, and touch, challenges us to expand our horizons and to consider the possibility of realities beyond our current comprehension. The enduring legacy of the Rendlesham Forest Incident lies not in the answer it provides, but in the questions it raises. It serves as a catalyst for inquiry, inspiring us to look beyond the surface of our assumptions and to consider the mysteries that lie just out of reach. The incident is a reminder that the universe is vast and filled with wonders that defy easy explanation or categorization. As we reflect on Rendlesham, we are reminded of the importance of maintaining an open mind and a curious heart. The pursuit of understanding in the face of the unknown is not a journey of solitary exploration, but a shared voyage of discovery. It is a path that we walk together, guided by the light of inquiry and the shadows of mystery. As tonight's exploration of the Rendlesham Forest Incident draws to a close, we are left with a sense of wonder and a thirst for knowledge. The incident, with its lights, its craft, and its unanswered questions, stands as a testament to the human spirit of exploration and the relentless pursuit of truth. In the end, the Rendlesham Forest Incident is more than a story of unidentified flying objects. It is a narrative of human experience, a chapter in the ongoing saga of our quest to understand the universe and our place within it. As we venture beyond the dark, let us carry with us the lessons of Rendlesham, the courage to explore the unknown, the wisdom to question our assumptions, and the spirit of unity that binds us together in our search for truth. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the shadows and into the light. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and remember, the truth is out there, waiting to be discovered. If you guys enjoyed this video, tonight's video, please hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn those notifications on. As I said in the beginning of this show, I definitely want to revisit Rendlesham and Skinwalker Ranch and do a more in-depth report on it. I know these barely scratched the surface, and this one just, I hate to criticize myself, but I am my own worst critic. I was very repetitive, a lot of regurgitation. So if you've picked up on that, I do apologize. Next week's show will be announced by Wednesday. Stay tuned. for more news on that. I will start having the next topic revealed within the show, at the end of the show. Working on that right now. But remember, I am taking all stories, experiences, encounters, and questions to Beyond the Dark Radio at Outlook.com. Please communicate with me. I respond to every email, I promise. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight, guys, as we talked about the Rendlesham Forest Incident. Again, I will post the next topic for next week's show by Wednesday in the community section on YouTube. Check us out on Spotify, Deezer, Listen Notes, Pandora, what else? iHeartRadio. We're on a lot of platforms now. Yeah, it's uncut, it's unfiltered, it's Beyond the Dark. I'm Jay Rockwell. You guys have a great night. Catch you next week. Peace.